Ladies and gentlemen, fellow gamers, welcome back to the channel, and today we're diving into what might be one of the best news of the week. Bioware is crumbling. Yeah, you heard me right. Rumors are swirling that Bioware Edmonton, the studio behind the Dragon Age series, is shutting down. And the director of this woke mess, Corinne Busche, is also leaving the studio. Failing Upwards, I believe it's called. And honestly, I don't know about you guys, but I ain't even bothered, man, because you get what you deserve. And today we're going to dissect exactly why this is happening and why it is a victory for gamers everywhere.
Let's do this!
There was a time when Bioware was untouchable. Mass Effect, Dragon Age Origins, games that defined what it meant to tell immersive stories and allow players the freedom to craft and shape their own journeys. But somewhere along the way, they lost the plot. And no, I'm not talking about a bad game or two. I'm talking about a studio that decided to betray its entire audience for the approval of Twitter activists. So let's break this down. According to an article from That Park Place, Bioware's last three major launches were Dragon Age the Veilguard, Mass Effect Andromeda, and Anthem. All three of those titles fell flat on their faces for completely different reasons. Mass Effect Andromeda was and still is a buggy mess of a game, riddled with unfinished animations and game-breaking glitches. It failed to recapture the scale and stakes of the original trilogy. This wasn't just a step down, it was a freefall. Then there's Dragon Age the Veilguard. Now, this game is a perfect example of what happens when you inject identity politics into gaming in the most ham-fisted, finger-wagging way possible. This game threw out all player choices from the previous three Dragon Age titles, choices that fans lived for. It stripped the series of its dark fantasy roots and replaced it with sanitized, ideologically driven nonsense. Not to mention the trans surgery scars, the pronouns, and a director who made the game all about their personal politics. And Anthem? Let's not even start. That disaster was an incomplete tech demo masquerading as a full game. Bioware threw whatever goodwill they had left into the trash along with that game. Less than 1.5 million copies sold. That's all Dragon Age managed to get. For a series that once rivaled the Elder Scrolls, that is pathetic. And it's not just me saying this, the numbers don't lie. Gamers didn't buy into their woke agenda and the backlash has been deafening. And you know what's crazy? They're still acting surprised. It's like they can't believe that gamers aren't lining up to throw money at them while they mock and shove propaganda down our throats. This isn't just incompetence, this is arrogance.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
But here's the good news. Gamers are done taking this lying down. We've had enough. Look at what happened with Saints Row. Look at what happened with Forspoken. We are voting with our wallets. And these studios are finally feeling the heat. Bioware isn't the first studio to suffer and it won't be the last. If shutting down studios and putting developers out of jobs and scraping franchises is what it takes to save gaming, then so be it. I'm not here to sugarcoat things. This is war. And if the industry wants to keep disrespecting us, they're going to pay the price. So what's happening at Bioware right now? Well, Corinne Busche is gone. This was the person that was responsible for leading Dragon Age Veilguard, and to be honest, it's no loss. The project was a disaster and her leadership only made things worse. Now, the Edmonton studio is rumored to be shutting down completely. EA is probably looking at the numbers and thinking to themselves, nah, this isn't worth it, man. And they're right. This is a turning point. Studios like Bioware thought they could just spit it in our faces, lecture us, and still rake in the cash. But gamers are fighting back, and the message is pretty clear. Respect your audience or get out of the way.
He ain't lying.
This isn't just about one studio. This is about the future of gaming. The woke crowd has tried to co-opt our hobbies and turn it into a platform for their agendas. But gaming isn't theirs to take. It's ours. And if it means watching studios like Bioware burn to the ground in order to take it back, then so be it. By the way, if you're new here, be sure to check out my last video on Lords of the Fallen. I covered how the devs rejected woke body types A and B in favor for male and female options after an explosive poll. Gamers rallied and devs listened. If you want more proof that we're making a difference, be sure to check out that video. Biowares Fall is a warning shot to the rest of the industry. We are not wallets and we are not NPCs in your narrative. We are gamers and we're not going to watch you destroy the stuff that we love. So to Bioware, I say this. You did this to yourselves. And to the industry, take notes, because this is just the beginning. Thanks for watching. If you're tired of this woke nonsense as I am, be sure to like that video, share it around, and let's keep the fight alive. Subscribe to the channel for more truth bombs, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay strong, gamers. We're just getting started.